Hey guys, welcome back to Subnautica. Continuing from where we left off. It's currently nighttime, and we have no power in our base, but apparently it still has power because our life support hasn't shut off, which is strange. But we'll remedy that by making another solar panel. Well, actually, no. We can hold off on making a second solar panel because we just we got everything we needed to make our sea moth. So let's go over to our blueprint section, and let's find our sea moth. Oh, really? I did get all the. Because I remember last time we came over this direction, we gathered all the things we needed to make a sea moth. Sand shark. So apparently I didn't. I thought I was quite sure that I had picked up enough sea moth fragments. Damn. Well. Uh-oh. We get to see this. Get ready for the awesome. This is quite an explosion. Here we go. That is awesome right there. But as you can hear, that releases a lot of fucking radiation. And that gives us the radiation suit. Now we can actually head into the Aurora. But that requires getting close to the danger zone. And if you attempt to go anywhere near the, like the back end or the front end of the Aurora, the water will start to turn a murky brown. And you want to be extremely careful. Why? Because that's where the Reapers live. Namely, the Reaper Leviathan. And you'll know when you hear the Reaper Leviathan, trust me. You'll hear that distinctive roar. Now, when I decided to become a YouTuber, I wanted to be like, the other YouTubers where they have, the face cams, so you can see their reactions and like, what they, how they react to certain situations. I don't have the equipment to be able to do that. I wish I did, because I would have recorded Subnautica when I first got it, because of a moment I had when playing it. And I thought I had a mission, a little radio broadcast come in to look for a life pod that was like upside down but floating. And I thought I read it right, and I thought it was like somewhere over that direction, near the back two engines of the Aurora. And what it was is I was in my sea moth. I get over in that direction. I'm still in nice clear blue water. But the moment I enter that brown murky water, I hear him. And that distinctive roar, and it really scared me, because I knew what was attached to that roar. So I was like, no. I turned my sea moth around so fast. Now you know how people will, how sometimes you'll do that pacing back and forward? That the nervous pacing back and forth because of something? Well, that was basically me on just the outskirts. I was just driving my Seamoth back and forth. It's like, oh, I want to go over there and find this life pod. But at the same time, I don't want to because I know what that is. So I apparently got the brilliant idea of, I know, I'll drive my Seamoth on the top of the water. If I do that, then he won't be able to get me. Yeah, that'll work. No, it did not work. It very much did not work. Believe you me, it did not. I thought it would work. So I'm driving my Seamoth, and I got it like pointing straight up. So if I had it like pointing like, you know, just into the water, I probably would have seen him coming. But I'm like, haha, I'm being smart. He can't get to me. Well, next thing I know, this is basically me and my Seamoth. I'm skirting along like this. All of a sudden, my screen is just instantly dragged into the water, and his face is right there in my screen, just... It scared me so much that I fumbled my controller around trying to hit pause. I managed to hit, I managed after fumbling it, I managed to finally hit the pause button, and his face was just there in my screen, just looking at me to the side with its evil, just... I was like, Jesus! Talking about, I mean, literally talking about scaring, just scaring me.
30 seconds.
It was, yeah. I was like, oh jeez, I literally had to keep the game paused and stop and just walk around, be like, whew, Jesus, just walking around like, oh man, that was the biggest scare, like, in this game for me, because I already knew how creepy the Reaper Leviathan would be. I just wasn't prepared for that. I mean, to have just this big, just monster in your face all of a sudden, it's gonna scare anybody. If you've played Subnautica and you know the Reaper Leviathan, he's grabbed your Seamoth or whatnot. Let me back in here, thank you. You see him coming, he's a pretty scary sight. Well, vehicle bay, don't need that. Prawn suit fragment. Modification station. Another modification station. Excellent. Well, vehicle bay. Alright, I don't think we'll bother with anything else in here until we have our better air supply. Or at least our Seamoth. So let's get us some air. And let's go to our blueprint section and see what we need for our Seamoth. 2 glass, got that. Lubricant, we can easily get that. We have lead, and we can easily make a power cell. Alrighty. Back to base. We are, though, running out of copper, so I think we should have enough copper to make our power cell. Once we get our Seamoth, we can go down there and start getting some good stuff that we need for the scanner room to make some of the upgrades. Let's scan this just to be on the safe side. Alrighty, yes. Alrighty. To the base. To the base, to the base, to the base, 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 to the base, to the base, to the base, base, base. Plenty of time to get in there. Well, I'm gonna say base, and it's actually a couple of tubes. Let's get a couple of them right quick. And take that battery out. Put that in. And apparently we don't have a battery in our flashlight. Alrighty. So, radiation suit. Let's see. Make a lubricant. So, 2 copper. Let's see, 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That in there. We need the lead. The 2 glass. 2 of the pieces of glass we made. Titanium ingot. And the last thing we need is some acid mushrooms to make some batteries. So let's go get those real quick. Now once we get to where we can make the grow beds, we'll set up a couple exterior grow beds and we'll get some of these acid mushrooms and we'll plant them down there. That way we don't have to keep going back and forth. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. The sea moth will give us our greater range of, greater range of speed. And of course we'll also be able to get we'll also be able to dive deeper. So, 1 battery. 2 battery. Activate this message.
This is Avery Quinn, Trader Ship Sunday. Aurora D. Reed, over.
Powers.
These are terror ships. They run low on engine grease and an SOS. Help them. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's going to take more than a week to reposition. You still need our assistance. Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Credits running errands for all terror.
And our sea moth. Come on, trap it. You done yet? Our sea moth. Nice. What did we just hit? We just hit some... Was it one of those little freaking fish? We just hit one of those little fish and it just did like 15 points of damage to our sea moth. Jesus. Alrighty. Drink some water. Alrighty, we don't need anything else. Let's see. Tools. We need glass, titanium, and silver. Alrighty, let's go do this. Let's jump in our sea moth. And we will go over here. Oh look. One of those... Where'd he go? There he is. Now, like I said, if you know the... Come here, you little... Come here. Ow. If you, like I say, if you know Subnautica, you know what that is. You know, that's the concentrated enzyme. that you get at the end of the game to clear up the Karar infection. And as you saw, that little red biter fish chasing him was also in the stage of a Karar infection. Alrighty, we want to come over here. You remember what I said, I like to take it down to its 200 crush meter, because this gets pretty deep. Now, I like to be a little reckless, and I like to go this way. Why? It's because somewhere over here is a Degrassi hideout, and that's a good quick place to get get the multi-purpose room. So a good place to come down here and get some lithium, magnetite and whatnot. Diamonds. You see why I like to bring the sea moth down here. Yeah, right, like I would pay that. No. As long as you stay, you know, near the bottom, you don't have to worry about those little... You don't have to worry about those things. Now this is how, like I said, this is how I like to do it. Now you do need diamonds to make the laser cutter tool. Lithium, of course, you know, make tool reinforcements. Alrighty. Now you will have to stop and repair your sea moth like every so often. But like I said, if you just skirt along the top, you will take damage. You'll have to go down to the 200 mark every so often. But you skirt along there, you will be able to get to the Degrassi hideout with a decently damaged sea moth, but you know, it'll still be alive. As you can see, I believe that should be it. But then you can also go that way. That will lead you to the island where you get your good food and whatnot, and I believe the exterior and indoor grow beds. And you know, that's where you start to get your good food. Plus you use that magnetite and whatnot to make certain, certain upgrades for your sea moth, or for your scanner room. But I think I will head back to base, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. But next time y'all join me, I will be back at my base. But anyway, guys, and I think I'll make a beacon off camera and throw it down there, so I always know exactly where it is. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for joining me. Please be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.